Was King Von a stand-up tour nigga?
King Von was a get busy nigga.
Alright, so why was he lacking? Why was he lacking?
You know what?
Why was he lacking?
It doesn't matter. You're missing. I don't
So what
understand
is King Von right now?
He's dead. But what's the point though?
Alright then, so King Von is a solid nigga, and he got killed, right? The nigga poked out and put 5 in him, right?
Love him or hate him, one thing is undeniable. Daniel Hernandez, better known as the rapper 6ix9ine or Tekashi 6ix9ine, has an absolutely uncanny ability to stay firmly planted in the public eye and music headlines. Despite being an incredibly polarizing figure who seems to make more enemies than friends, 6ix9ine's antics and shameless self-promotion tactics have kept him relevant for years in an industry known for quickly discarding controversial artists. This in-depth look will examine the key reasons why 6ix9ine has managed to be such an enduring, unavoidable presence in hip-hop culture. From his strategic feuding and trolling to his unabashed leaning into the snitch label, we'll analyze 6ix9ine's approach to extending his 15 minutes of fame into a marathon. Let's dive into the peculiar resilience of this rainbow-haired rap anomaly. Feeding the controversy machine. Perhaps 6ix9ine's greatest talent lies in his ability to generate perpetual controversy and keep his name swirling in countless beefs and headline-grabbing antics. He's a modern-day master of manifesting feuds with other big names and fanning those flames to stoke public interest through social media. Take his highly publicized back and forth with Meek Mill, for example. What started as 6ix9ine calling out Meek for working with a former informant exploded into a fierce clash of egos. 6ix9ine confronted Meek outside a Miami club in 2021, with plenty of posturing from both sides captured on camera to help drive engagement. While Meek dismissed the confrontation as 6ix9ine being lame, the stunt accomplished exactly what 6ix9ine wanted, reigniting public discourse around him at a time when his music releases were not getting as much traction. Controversy is the 6ix9ine brand, and he's brilliant at engineering it to command attention. The psychology of trolling. In the social media era, the act of trolling has become both an art form and powerful marketing tactic when properly leveraged. 6ix9ine is undoubtedly one of the kings of trolling, frequently poking his detractors in highly creative and inflammatory ways to elicit rage and discussion. One such example was his trolling of late rapper King Von and his affiliates after Von's tragic death. 6ix9ine mocked Von's passing in disturbing fashion, including sending explicit photos to Von's sister. The actions were appalling to many, but also ruthlessly effective in generating backlash and people talking about 6ix9ine. His trolling extends beyond individual rappers too. 6ix9ine has made numerous attempts to undermine the street cred of the rap game as a whole, alleging many popular artists are not as authentically tied to street life as they claim. This plays right into the narratives that both fans and critics love to engage with, further amplifying 6ix9ine's voice. Weaponizing the snitch label. When 6ix9ine emerged from prison in 2020 after cooperating with federal authorities, most expected him to lay low or attempt to rehabilitate his image in some way. Instead, he went for the complete opposite approach, fully embracing and owning the snitch label through a flood of audacious stunts and visuals. In the video for his comeback single Gooba, 6ix9ine is depicted being crucified and choked by a look-alike of his former associate Shotty, one of the 9 Trey members he informed on. The brazen metaphors made it unambiguously clear 6ix9ine was not going to run from his informant status, but rather double down on it as a core part of his brand. This move was incredibly shrewd from a marketing standpoint, as it aligned perfectly with 6ix9ine's penchant for generating controversy. By leaning into one of the most unforgivable sins in street culture, he ensured that he'd be a continual topic of fervent debate and think pieces across all sectors of hip-hop media. Perseverance and longevity despite setbacks. For as skilled as 6ix9ine is at generating hype through instigation, you still need to have some semblance of artistry and musical talent to sustain any sort of lasting relevance in the music world. And despite his naysayers claiming he brought nothing new to the table, 6ix9ine has proven to have startling perseverance when it comes to bouncing back from brutal setbacks and failures. His 2020 album Tattletales was expected to be a blockbuster release coming off his case, but completely flopped, selling only around 50,000 units in its first week. This led to incessant mocking from other rappers like Trippie Redd. However, 6ix9ine took the L in stride, roasting himself by selling his own album for $3 on the street while vowing to go independent from the labels. Fast forward to 2022, and 6ix9ine was able to course correct in a big way despite being blackballed by most in the industry. His strategic link-up with popular YouTuber Steve Will Do It exposed a more grounded, philanthropic side of 6ix9ine that many hadn't seen before. He was able to tap into a new market by expanding his rap persona into reality vlogging and content creation for Steve's audience. Just when it looked like 6ix9ine had pivoted into a new chapter of his career, he once again stirred the pot and betrayed Steve through a reckless stunt intended to mock Lil Durk and ramp up promotion for an upcoming NFT project. While burning that bridge, 6ix9ine kept proving you can never count him out or put limits on his ability to scheme up new ways to stay relevant. YSL Rico case boost. As skilled as 6ix9ine is at generating his own controversies, sometimes factors completely out of his control can provide a perfectly timed boost to his public profile and credibility. This was the case in early 2023 when Young Thug and fellow Atlanta rapper Gunna were hit with a massive indictment as part of the YSL Young Slime Life racketeering case. When news broke that Gunna had taken a plea deal and acknowledged YSL's ties to criminal activities, 6ix9ine was masterfully ready to pounce. He wasted no time calling out the hypocrisy of the industry, going relatively easy on Gunna for what amounted to similar accusations that 6ix9ine cooperated on years earlier. The inconsistency in reactions bolstered 6ix9ine's long-standing narrative that the game picks and chooses who gets canceled based on clout and record sales. This unexpected development breathed new life into 6ix9ine's antics, putting him in a position of perceived vindication while rappers and publications trod lightly in critiquing Gunna out of respect for his artistry. 6ix9ine was able to reinsert himself into a top conversation in the genre almost by default. Why he just won't go away? Pondering the various factors and tactics that have allowed 6ix9ine to retain a stranglehold on rap's attention cycle over the last several years, it becomes evident that his resilience stems from an incredibly studious understanding of how to manipulate the moving pieces. Fused with other big artists, he thrives on prompting those through trolling and confrontation to drive the news cycle. Industry setbacks like his Tattletales flop. He's always ready to apply a dose of self-deprecating humor and adjust his strategy to counteract it. Legal troubles and insider allegations. 6ix9ine shrewdly uses those circumstances to play the role of provocative underdog, pointing out the alleged hypocrisies around street credibility and informants in rap. At his core, 6ix9ine is an expert-level carnival barker, someone who understands exactly which levers to pull and buttons to push in order to keep the public engaged in the larger-than-life spectacle built around himself. As an artist removed from that context, 6ix9ine's music doesn't seem like it would hold up or warrant longevity. But as a constantly shape-shifting mythological figure and provocateur, he's imbued with the Energizer Bunny's ability to persevere through near-death career experiences. Whether you're a fan or foe of the rainbow-haired rap villain, there's no denying 6ix9ine's incredible mastery of doing whatever it takes to make sure he's the last thing you'll forget. His resilience is a marvel, even if his morals remain highly questionable. So love him or hate him, get ready to expect the unexpected from Daniel Hernandez, because he's simply unable to resist kicking that controversial hornet's nest yet again.
This year we got 3 songs on the Billboard Top 100, you know what I'm saying? 100,000, man. Walk around spending money, man. We here, man. This year we live, you know what I'm saying? For everybody out there rapping, doing whatever they believe in, you know what I'm saying? With art, anything, man. Follow your fucking dream, man. Stop worrying about people telling you that you ain't good at this, you're not gonna make it. All this bullshit.